Good morning, guys. So, this job in Atlanta is about to stress me out. First of all, oh, jeez. Alright. So, you guys know, we have been trying to get pregnant. Or I guess you don't know. I don't know if they know. If they don't know.
Yeah, they should.
They should know. I mean, at this point, you should know. He had a whole reverse vasectomy. But we're actually looking into other things to like try because it has not happened. But I'm still like, I thought I was like, let's do the, IVF route, let's do it. But then we end up, I'm just all over the place. This is too much. I'm freaking out.
Yeah, just record.
I know, but this is true.
The more you
this
talk,
is true.
It'll come together here.
Okay, so we have decided to look at different fertility clinics. We ended up finding one in Columbus that we absolutely loved and liked. But then we found another one that we had an appointment with. It's called Shady Grove Fertility with Dr. Brahma. And we really like that one even more. Plus, I have a friend who went and she enjoyed the whole experience. So it's kind of like it reassures me because I know somebody who went to this one. Except for it is like a 2-hour drive every time. So they had with the one in Columbus, they pretty much tell you about it. They don't really get into all the nitty-gritty of as far as like what can happen, the pros and cons and all that kind of stuff. They just know, okay, you have this high chance of getting pregnant. Unless they probably could have said more, but we just, we said we were going to probably like do IUI first, but he kind of was like, with the motility. But Curtis ended up taking a sample at home the other night, and we saw so many swimmers. More than we have ever saw. He stopped taking all of his medicine and vitamins just to give his body a break because he felt like he was just doing too much and his body wasn't able to process it all. So when doing that, being off of it for about a month, those bad boys were swimming. We have not seen that. So I can't wait till we can like talk to someone and see about possibly getting on like a fertility treatment for me, like a Clomid, or I can't remember the other name, just to make sure I'm ovulating each month, because I feel like once we get back his sperm analysis from the clinic, we will know where we are with that. So say if his numbers are, they want the motility 40%, his was at 10% the last time, and switching in place. These were swimming, so I know we are definitely higher than the 10%, and they are mobile. They're like actually progressing and moving forward to like look for an egg. So if that comes back in a positive note, I would rather try to do it more of a natural sense where we can just get pregnant on our own. Yeah. And if for some reason we're not pregnant by August, September, then definitely go the route of IVF. So pretty much we're going up here now to go ahead and get all of the genetic testing, everything done just to make sure everything is good on our end and to have it done so like when we are ready. So
yeah, so we have it as an option.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on everything?
I'm good with whatever. I say the same thing, like, yeah, if we can get pregnant naturally and we don't need it, that's fine. If we end up going this route, I'm good with it too. Like I said, it's mainly up to you how comfortable you are with everything.
I don't know why I'm so
versus regular.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so, I don't know, it just, I guess because it's so different, because I have been able to have 3 kids naturally, and the only reason we're really not able to get pregnant, well, we haven't, is because of your motility. But seeing how your motility is now, it's like, okay, I think we should still give it some time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So that's what I'm thinking. I want to, like, this summer just, I'm not sure when you guys see this, but give it at least from now, which is April, well, about to be May,
yeah,
until August. All right. So you guys see we're still in the car.
Yeah, we driving back, y'all.
Dropping back.
We're gonna get a couch. Bump this appointment.
Bump the appointment. So let me just update you guys. So we drove up here about, I think I told you guys it was like gonna be 2 hours. Even though I knew, I was like, I looked at it before and it was like 1.5 hours, but I was like, okay, maybe traffic, it is kind of still early. Maybe there's traffic issues. Because I got the address off of the message that was sent to me saying you're gonna go to this location. Here's the address, da-da-da. Well, the address did not include a very important part when you're driving in Columbus. It did not, when you're driving to Atlanta, it did not have the Northwest. Peachtree Road, Northwest. That is very important when you're driving to Atlanta because there's so many.
Peachtree Road.
We went to Peachtree Road, And that was actually 40 minutes away from the appointment.
In a quarter mile, take exit 4A on the left.
I am very
Georgia
big
400
on
south.
if there's too many coincidences or too many signs that are just like flagging, not to do it. So the first one was when I started my cycle.
Head southeast.
And I called immediately when I found out I was on my cycle. They said, okay, well, what you're going to want to do, that was on Friday, you're going to want to go in on day 3 to get tested. Just because, or like have your blood tested, because they can make sure they can check your eggs, see your egg reserve and all that good stuff, right? That was on Friday, so that means I would have had to go on a Sunday. And I asked, I said, well, that's a Sunday. Are you sure there are lab tours open? Okay, you know. I was like, are you sure that...
Merge onto Georgia 400 south.
I was like, are you sure are you sure they're going to be lab tours open on a Sunday? She said, oh yeah, sure. I'm going to send it over to them, and then I'm going to send you an email with everything in it. Waiting and waiting and waiting, never received anything. Called on Sunday, talked to the nurse on call because of course the office is closed. Oh, well, there's no lab tours open, so you're not going to be able to go. So you're gonna have to do it tomorrow. And the whole reason she wanted to do it on day 3 is because a lot of insurances won't do it. Pay for it day 2, day 4, day 5. They say day 3 is when they're gonna pay for it. That's the only day they're gonna pay for it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I do that then. Even though I think our insurance doesn't cover it, we're gonna be doing everything out of pocket. When that happened, I was like, okay, very, a little irritated. Called the next day. And I was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and get you set up and, to get your testing and all this stuff. She never said, well, make sure you go today to get your lab core done. It was like, okay, well, we're going to set you up for your genetic testing and all this other kind of things. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm on day 4 at the time. No, okay, well, since you're on day 4 today, you need to go into LabCorp. Here's your sheet. Here's this, and this. I received an email later that night. Here's your LabCorp form and everything else. It's already too late. So that means I have to wait a whole nother cycle to do it. And to me, that just doesn't make sense.
It was a hot mess, y'all.
It was a hot mess. So
yeah, it was good though, because it let us know, hey.
But the doctor seemed like it was going to be great. And then also another thing to me, the thing scared me.
I mean, well, yeah.
Even though you need to know the information, but it did scare me.
Exit 2
yeah, but that wasn't it. I mean, because IVF is IVF, whether we do Columbus or
I know,
here.
but it was like another reason that I'm not ready. I just don't think I'm ready. Like, yeah. I think I know at the end result I want a baby, but I really have to do some thinking because that thing scared me.
Yeah, but either way, right now we're done with that office.
Yeah, we're gonna be done with that office for now.
For now, not to say we won't go back later if we actually do IVF, but all this stuff right now.
Yeah, it's too much. Like we're on a crime touch and time crunch or whatever. Y'all know what I mean, crunch. Yeah, so we're gonna go look at a couch.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're gonna do. So this is going to be the end of this vlog. There's no need to show that, but that was very upsetting. Because I would not have used that address if she would have just said, this location. But she said, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to use this address. It's right here. I said, everything is right here. All the paperwork we need to look at is right here. Because that's what I was looking at. I was looking at all the paperwork to make sure we're doing everything we're supposed to do. Yeah. Guys, so this is going to be the first couple of videos to document our fertility treatment, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. We want to make sure that you're good to go.
Yes.
And, I'm continuing my stuff, so see if we get any more pointers.
Or see if we need help somewhere. Yeah. So, just wanted to document it and eventually share it.
No bottles.
All right, guys. So.
No nothing.
I really didn't open this vlog up. This is something I think I wanted to wait and share after. I didn't want to share during because I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions. And we're going to get so many DMs and so many things, for updates and everything else. So we were like, okay, we went to a specialist to talk to them about fertility. It's funny, I is old school and Isaac's when they were little. So, well, it was I is old school. It wasn't Isaac's.
Yeah, no.
But, yeah, so we went to go talk to a fertility specialist about why we're not pregnant. It's been a year. We've been trying. We weren't actively trying, but we weren't not actively trying. But the last few months we have been actively trying, okay, I'm ovulating, let's see what happens. And we did not get pregnant. Previously before, never had an issue. First month we were pregnant, but we know that things are different. We're older. Curtis is 36, I'm 35.
That's
So
right. Get that age right.
I thought he was 30. You're turning 37
A year
this year.
apart. A year and some months.
Only for a couple more months.
That's a year and some months apart.
Oh,
We're not
whatever.
2 years apart. Pretty much a year apart.
Yeah, so we want to go speak with a specialist here in Columbus, which I was very shocked. I thought I was gonna not like the doctor, but I was like, oh, I'm not sure if the service is gonna be that great. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Let's just probably find somebody in Atlanta. But
Bro, he was the bomb.
he was awesome, like down to earth, made me feel comfortable. He wasn't like, well, you already have 3 kids, so why are you, I know some people say stuff like that. So it was very reassuring that he was like, okay, we're gonna get you, we're gonna help you out here because you guys are prime candidates. Like we probably just need a little help. And with me being diagnosed with PCOS 2
It's not
years
even
ago,
that. It's my vasectomy. It's the motility.
but my PCOS too.
He said PCOS, that's so easy. He got that quick fix.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, not even an issue.
Yeah.
He
But-
said that motility though, that's not gonna get it.
And the only reason his motility is down is just because of that auglutation. What he called it auglutation.
Yeah.
Auglutation.
I don't know.
He called it auglutation. That's what he said. Which is the sperm is just stuck, can't break away, and it's just twitching. So that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, them things would be, he was like, oh, the numbers are fantastic. He was like, the numbers are fantastic. He was like, but the 10%, because that's what the motility is right now, the 10% is a little,
Yeah, he said.
he's like, you're not going to probably get pregnant with that. Like, it cannot not happen, but it's going to probably take a while.
Yeah.
So he said that, and then he said like for the, so pretty much what he suggested for us,
Step 1, you gotta get the HSG test done again.
yeah, I gotta get this. Yeah. So when I told him how that went, he was like, he didn't like the sound of that. And I was like, I didn't either. He was like, whenever, I didn't know I was gonna have an ultrasound and all that stuff done today. He was like,
They
okay.
took care of business today.
He wasn't handling it. Like, I would have my blood work today, but I ate something I didn't know. So I'll go back first thing tomorrow morning and get that done. But he was awesome.
Bro, they moving like, you want it today?
Oh,
Are you ready today?
they said when you start your next cycle, come in on day 3 or call us on day 1. We'll have you come in on day 3.
Yeah, we'll start this.
Oh,
first
they
process.
not playing. So, and then you come in like 2 days after that to see if you're going. It's crazy how fast they have you come in for everything. So I'm like, wow, okay, well we're going to be out of town. This is April. Well, today is March 30th. So I'm not sure when I'm going to share this, but today is March 30th. So we're not really going to be able to try this cycle because we're going on spring break next week, which is my cycle week. Pretty sure my cycle is going to start. If for some reason my cycle does not start and it starts when we get back, that's when we'll deal with that. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the guy. He was awesome. He was very nice. He was very down to earth. I don't know. I felt really good with him.
That was cool.
And hopefully I'll be able to share more, like once we complete everything, his name, his clinic, and we're, if you guys are interested, especially if you're in the Columbus area. But yeah, it was really, really nice. I was definitely shocked. But what else was he saying? He was talking about, so the way he was saying, they're going to monitor everything. On day 3 you come in, they check and see where you are or something, and then a couple of days after that they're going to give me a shot to make me have an LA surge, to make me, well, I guess you don't do that on your cycle. So you come in on day 1 of your cycle so they can just test everything.
Something. If something else they give you for Clomid.
Clomid, yeah.
They get you Clomid first.
To get your body ready for ovulation. So they're going to give you that.
And then when it's the right time, they give you that shot to give you the LH surge.
And that's like probably 2 weeks after, when you normally will ovulate. So that's when they're going to do that, and then they're going to closely monitor you for that. And once that's done, then he was saying we could either try naturally. He did say we could try naturally, but he said with the way things are looking, Curtis is going to get another semen analysis with him because they're fertility clinic. They're looking at all the things that other doctors and stuff are not looking for. So they're going to know more about his sperm, which is very important for this whole process. So once that's done, I guess that'll let us know if we can try naturally, because that will be my preferred way of method, of course. And then if not, then we will try IUI for a few cycles. And then if not, I know I said I was not down for the IVF, but it just he explained it so much easier. And then there's things about us being older. We can have the eggs and stuff tested. Curtis, stop breathing deep.
What?
Because he like, I told y'all she was going to change her mind.
Oh, yeah. I No, I didn't tell them. I told you.
You did. It was on video. I got it on video.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why you playing this game. I already know you, Duana.
Y'all know me by now. Y'all know me by now.
I know you by now.
I didn't think I was going to. I
know
not.
you better than you know yourself sometimes. I think I can say that. I've been pretty spot on about some things.
Yeah. But yeah, so we are. Yeah, so we would probably do IVF, and the only reason I am more keen to IVF, actually, even probably before IUI. Only reason
you like when other people tell you other than me. That's what you like.
I don't know.
When I tell you the same thing and then somebody else tell you, you're like, oh yeah. Like, I know.
Okay, babe. The only reason I'm more keen to doing IUI is just because, IVF is because we can get genetic testing for the baby, and we can also potentially, if we want, pick the gender. All right, guys. So we need to update you guys from the last time. I don't think we updated them.
Oh yeah, it's been
about anything. So you guys I have a video where we came to a fertility doctor about potentially doing like an IUI and all that good stuff, and we were going through with it, and then we had some trips and pretty much had to cancel it. So we did some further talking, and we decided to try IVF.
Yep, we did the we were gonna record the consultation, but they were setting dates, bro.
Yeah,
it wasn't even, so I thought we were going to see, like, talk our options, and see about when. He scheduled it, bro. He was like, all right, let's go ahead and start this thing. So far we have
hold on, wait. And I know what you guys are thinking. I thought you said you weren't going to do IVF, because I did. Curtis knows me.
I already knew. So we didn't waste, because originally it was like, okay, we're going to do a few rounds of IUI and then see what happens there, and then maybe do IVF. Well, Duana's like, from what we were told, it's probably not going to work. You're going to end up wasting $1,500 a pop for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
We can go take that money, put it towards the IVF, and it's more of a sure thing. We were going to end up there anyway. Yeah,
well, I didn't think so. So, to give you a little backstory, you guys know Curtis had the vasectomy reversal a year ago now. Numbers are back like they never left. Only thing we're dealing with is motility.
Yeah, because I have sperm antibodies.
They're attacking it. His body was like, you said you were done.
Yeah, so some people have that problem, some people don't. A lot of times if you get a vasectomy, and then when you get it reversed, your body's used to, okay, we don't have sperm no more, so now we got intruders. So they're attacking it just like a cold or anything. So pretty much like killing the sperm before they get a chance to do anything.
Yep, so that's what's kind of happening. So he was like, you can do IUI, but he did tell us you'll be kind of wasting your money, because you're trying to guess when I ovulate. Whenever they did everything to look at me, everything was good. They said my ovaries were good and my blood was good. Everything was good. Like, I have a lot of eggs because I guess of the PCOS. A lot of them are stocked up. But we're going to go now for our first IVF appointment.
Yeah, so I think we recorded your medicine and stuff, right?
We kind of did. We went over it. I'll go over it a little bit more in detail.
So yeah, this would be just in case.
Yeah. We'll go over more in detail when we potentially do the shots tonight. So we're going for my baseline day 3 ultrasound appointment. I didn't start my cycle. I did have to do a round of birth control for the first month, just so they could, pretty much time it how they wanted it. I did not like being on birth control. I felt my mind was cloudy. I felt depressed. Make sure we're not gonna be late. I felt like a lot of things that I didn't want to feel, and I got really, really, really bloated. Like, very uncomfortable bloating.
Yeah, that's how birth control's always done to Duana. That's why we started. Well, we were gonna have kids anyway, but we were like, look, we finna have kids. Yeah. Let's just stop birth control, because some people ain't affected by it. Some people are. Duana, she's sensitive to most things.
Yeah, and it affected me, like, as far as, like, I didn't want to have intercourse. Like,
it controls that birth, bro.
It controlled it for me. No interest. I would do it occasionally, but no interest. Other than that, so we're gonna go for
no interest until the mood is really.
Until the mood is there. I mean, look at my back.
Yeah. Put in a little bit of work. You can get some interest.
Now, there we go. Like, Daddy knew he just, that's what it was.
You gotta get worked
work up. Work a little harder, but I mean, he did, and we got there. We're gonna go ahead and end this. We'll probably pick it back up after we get out of here, because we have to go in. So
okay.
All right, let's go.